Hello, strangelings. Welcome back to the parlor. Excuse my breathiness right now and my, I don't know if you can tell, but very, very watery eyes. But, I, I'm having to expect my lungs a little extra long today. This is actually one of the 3 ways I do it. This, tobacco, and cannabis are the 3 things I use to expect my lungs. And today, after a couple months of poor air quality, it's a little bad. So, if you'll excuse me, I'll be back and I will try to get myself a little clearer before I do this card reading. Okay. Hopefully I'm clearer now. I know I'm a little quiet, and that's mainly because my throat hurts a little bit from having to clear my lungs out. It's been a few months since the air quality alert started around here, and because of my chemical sensitivities, I'm sensitive to Freon specifically, but more so some of the other coolant chemicals as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this crochet hook to try to put the rest of this out, because some of this sage will keep going forever. So let me go ahead and detach the embers from it. And I'm gonna try to talk loud enough, guys, I promise. I'm sorry if I don't. But like I said, my throat kind of hurts now, as I would expect, one would expect. Here we go. That's all the ash out. Okay. Actually, let me make sure this gets put out too, guys. Sorry. Let me hit the mic. This is my all-natural ashtray. And it's not my all-natural ashtray because of the fact that it's made of glass. I mean, it's probably the bottom of a bottle, guys, so I can't guarantee that the ashtray itself is all-natural at all. This is my all-natural ashtray because everything in it is natural. I plucked some tea roses recently. I put the stems in there. Sometimes I'll put my drying tea in here. And this is my ashtray for my organic smoking materials as well. And I keep that one all natural because that one I dump into my compost. We have one ashtray where we will put out anything that might have chemicals in it or definitely have chemicals in it. And that ashtray goes somewhere else. So, let me go ahead and get this. You guys know, I've told you before, that means that the lighter is going out. Yeah, sorry about the shakiness too, guys. Oh, my girl has found a way around my defenses. So I created a sliding door for the mother-in-law apartment so that my cats wouldn't get in and wouldn't get their hair into the computers, right? Oh, I'm not sure that this is holding it back well. And my girl has, the one who wants to get out all the time, the younger one, she has found a way to just open the door now. So now the red sand is getting everywhere. She keeps knocking all these over. You guys don't know because I set them back up, but they were knocked over before I started filming today. So that was fun. So recently I got myself fancy teas. If you guys are on the Discord, you guys would have seen that I got myself 3 kinds of tea for my birthday to try. And these teas are so great that the only thing left behind is So for today's tea for the reading, I mixed a couple of lemongrass green tea packets with sorry guys. Hopefully I remembered to mute that for you. Um, with a little bit of honey because of the things going on with my lungs right now. It's hard on my throat, so I put some honey in there for my throat. And then also some bee pollen tea is what it's called. Yeah, bee pollen tea. I put about a cup's worth of that in there. And that's a black tea. So it's a little bit kind of, you know, mixed between a green and a black tea. It's okay to mix your teas, honestly, guys. I'm gonna taste it really quick before I pull out the cards. So, of course, we always start with the beads, but, guys, I decided to take the entire week of my birthday off. Oops. Sorry, guys. You okay? Yeah. Theta says they're okay. A little piece of sage was left on my table there. Actually, I need this over here. What am I doing? These guys are going to be getting a new setup soon. I'm actually going to try to get them a bigger tank, at least twice the size. Because the truth is I want a goldie or two, and I also want a catfish or two. Just a little one, like a green catfish. Or an emerald catfish. They apparently only grow to about 3 inches-ish. So, yeah. Alright. And I got some new snails, guys. Apparently the 3 snails I had gotten originally, which of those 3, to my knowledge, there's only one that survives, but all 3 of them were very, very, very slow. I just thought that they slept a lot as snails. But these guys act like racing snails compared to my original 3, so, you know. Okay. Distracting myself, don't mind me. Anyhow. So, because of the fact that I went ahead and I skipped last week, I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do for the reading that I do, which is going to be closest to my birthday, which would be this one. And I'm going to read my word cards. Now, of course, guys, this is going to be a little difficult for me because I'm going to have to cut this deck into chunks to be able to shuffle, and I believe that there are 2 different stiffnesses. I believe the colored ones and the white ones are 2 completely different stiffnesses. So we're going to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. I'm going to mix this and we'll get on our way, guys. Sorry guys, I don't like having my eyes anywhere near on the jar until after I've already picked the beads out. I like this to be fully random chance. I know most readers are not like that. Most readers are not sitting here like literally fussing over ensuring that they don't know exactly what's happening with certain aspects of the read. But for me, it's absolutely necessary. There's one. Oops. Let me get my fingers out of the way, guys. Okay, I heard 2 fall, so that's at least 3. Oh, exactly 3. I mean, it is super important to me that this read be mostly on what my instincts guide me to based on the random chances that exist that I'm creating by the things I do, by the shuffling, by the mixing the beads in such a large jar. If I had any more beads than this jar would be larger, because I want at least a quarter. Yeah, I think that's about a fifth. No? Yeah, it's about a quarter. I want about a quarter empty space. No more, or there should be no less. Sorry, guys. My brain is really excited today. I'm on 3 or 4 different tracks. I can't seem to get my brain to just slow down and let me... Because, I mean, I got to meet 2 celebrities yesterday. Yes, they are not A-list celebrities, but one of them was my favorite character in one of my favorite movies, and the other one was one of my secondary favorite characters in the movie. I mean, what more could I ask for? I digress. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and do these beads. So today we have an H right there. We also have a Z. Sorry, guys. I had a moment where I was remembering that I forgot to flip the camera on the studio one time, so I had to check to make sure I did that this time because my OCD. Okay, this one is in gray, and it is an S. So the call out beads today, very simply, there's only 3. And I do see a little bit of sparkly in here, but there is no faux diamonds. So this is what it is for the beads. We have H, X, and S in gray. So whatever those beads might mean to you, if those beads call to you, you might be the person I'm reading for. Because remember, guys, I don't read for a collective, because that's not a thing. Collectives have only been a thing since the internet, because I've been reading since 1983, when I was 3 years old. Okay, so this is going to be fun, guys. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this, because it's got to be small enough to be comfortable for my hand, which, you know, they always give me problems anyway, so it's kind of hard to do that as is. This one's going to be a fun one because these are going to be direct word readings. This is going to be... I am not trying to read the words right now, and I'm not trying to look at the card that just flipped over at me. Oh, Lord. The grands are getting excited today, guys. So, this will be literal words. It might be confusing, but to the person this is meant for, these words are going to make sense. And even if I don't have it in the right order, and I don't mean like if they don't come out in the right order, if I can't figure out what this is supposed to be saying, it still might make sense to you. If it's your reading, it should actually make sense to you. And one thing that the collective readers... Oh. Sorry, guys. Apparently we have a sun shower at the moment, which is nice because it's been so hot. So, That's one thing that the collective readers do have right. Do not try to force this. But here's the thing. It's not partially for you. If it's for you, it's for you. It's not for you, and some of it's for someone else, and some of it's for this person. Trust me. It's not going to be that random things come out for someone else who's watching, even though you're not the one it's targeted for. We are very specific, me and my grands. We talk very specifically to very specific people. Face-to-face, one-on-one normally, but, you know. Been a while since I've been out amongst the people that much. And on top of that, you know, gotta find my tribe. And my tribe, as a bohemian gypsy, is not necessarily going to be just in my country of origin. Truthisms for people like me. What can I say? Okay. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Hopefully I remembered to mute that. This is one that's going to take a little longer for me to edit because I'm going to have to go through and actually make sure that I am editing certain things out, because this sun shower might be happening right now, and that might be relieving things at the moment, but I've got smoke here, which is an expectorant, and almost toxic air out there, unfortunately. And I don't say that lightly, guys. I'm not saying that because I'm environmentalist or because I'm chemically sensitive, so it seems like it to me. I am saying that based on studies that our scientists here in Colorado have been pointing to. There is polls out there for the most bad air quality and the most good air quality. And Denver is, I had to look with the bottom of my eyes to see if it was turned or not. But Denver is one of the worst air qualities in the world, honestly. Sorry guys, I had a blip come up on my screen here because the mister decided to message me. I had to turn off my phone because if I turn it to airplane mode, he will still come through. That song still plays, which is not a problem for me, but you know. Okay. The issue doesn't come in because the song plays. The issue comes in because of the fact that I'm usually busy doing something that I need quiet for, so I have to be like, oh, sorry, honey, love. But you're gonna have to be muted today. What did I just do? See, I am looking at my palmistry. See, I put this here for a visual focal point while I'm doing my cards and beads. So I don't actually have to even resist the looking down because I'm trying to watch what I'm doing with my hands. So... But then again, I'm what you call a clever girl. Jump. I brag, so they tell me to jump. They do that because I never say how high, because I'm a clever girl. You never say how high. You always say where and what are the dangers I might be stepping into when I do it. But that's one of the reasons why I could never be an army girl. What can I say? Kudos on my grandfather for spotting that there was no way I was going to just listen. I am sure I would have gotten in so much trouble so many times if I had gone into the army. I have friends who are vets, and yeah. Yeah. I mean, they will tell you not everybody should go into the Army. They have questions for people who say they want to go into the Army, just like I do. To, you know, vet whether this is really a good decision or you're doing this for some, you know, trying to get some laurels or some such, you know. Because the Army isn't all that it's built to be. So. So, of course, these take a little longer to shuffle because of the fact there are so very many of them. And the reason I don't take my machine out is for anybody who saw videos of me doing the card readings before, when I did have a shuffler and I was doing a different set of cards per day of the week, you guys know how much trouble that card shuffler actually was. So, amongst other things, I have a list of projects right now, and one project that is coming up, possibly, hopefully, is a very, very big one. But amongst the list of projects is, of course, a better card shuffler. Okay, I've got a couple of nicked corners, apparently. Like I said, guys, my card shuffler was giving me some problems. Now, of course, for anybody who's curious, for my face-to-face sessions, the reason I have a sign about palmistry is because palmistry is one of the things I specifically was taught. There was a couple other ones I was taught too, but palmistry and card reading were the two I excelled at the most. So my mother went ahead and encouraged me to keep on with that. Lord. The amount of stuff I have to see with the bottom of my eyes, guys, I swear. I was just talking to my husband about that the other day because we were watching a movie. Oh, no, we were watching Utopia, actually. We were watching the BBC version of Utopia. We were watching the scene where the torturer was doing his favorite, which is eye torture. And I was talking about how it doesn't work necessarily with what he was doing, obviously. I mean, especially, but not just because of the last part. But when it's like onions or whatnot, I like to actually put my eyes way up and see what I'm doing while I finish the cutting with the bottom of my eyes as they are out of the tear pool. Okay. So, these cards today, I am going to do 10. I'm going to do 2 from each stack. So hopefully we will get a decent sentence out of the whole thing. Five. And as you guys can see, I am pulling from the center because no matter how badly these got shuffled, the center is going to be, I just want to make sure, the center is going to be, no matter what, the one that is mixed the most. So, the center is the likely to be the most random spots. I'm gonna set this behind the mic, actually. Y'all can see that I'm not doing anything because y'all can see that I'm doing stuff with these. So, just set them right there. I hit my pack of ciggies, but, you know. Brother, stars, live. Sorry, never. Never has a little mark on it because there is no such thing as never. Never say never, but never. Brother, stars, live, never, cooperate, affirm, relative, birthday, left, leave, left. Interesting. It's about as random as they come, guys. Let's see here. Crap the entire stack all over again. Let's see, guys. Kin. Brother, relative, kin. Hey. I mean, this is all pretty much... Relative and kin are the same, guys. Insults? Kin insult what? Grow. Kin insult grow. So I'm not sure exactly what we are seeing here, honestly. Enter. Disturb. Both. Both enter and disturb. Okay. Okay, so it feels like brother affirm or affirm brother Live relative. Never cooperates. Leave birthday? Stars left. Kin insult grow. And then these last three was enter, disturb both. So perhaps you have a brother who doesn't cooperate with you. Perhaps this is someone who, during a birthday, you had some form of a falling out maybe with this person. Stars leave. Or stars left. Guys, this is all guesswork, so for all of those who are thinking, oh, you know, this is just guesswork, obviously, well, yeah. That's the whole point. It's my instincts and my intuitions. Many grandparent. So so the kin insult grow. I said, when the kin insult came out, I said, kin insult what? And then grow pulled out. So it's kin insult someone's growth. Many grandparent. Search. One more. Get. Search get. Show. So this is something I literally have no idea what any of this is supposed to mean. I mean, I could over-personalize and be like, oh, well, perhaps this is like blah, 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 and this and that, and the other, but the truth is, the reading isn't supposed to make sense to me. It's supposed to make sense for who it's meant for. And it may make some kind of sense to me, but that doesn't mean it is for me, or that sense is exactly what this is supposed to mean. This is just what it feels like. But for example, this could be, say, maybe like this. Leave brother affirm birthday. It's just, it feels like this is for someone who has a brother who is alive. This brother tends to fight you tooth and nail no matter what. There might have been some falling out at some point during, like I said, possibly a birthday celebration, or over a birthday, or even over a birth. Sorry, I'm thinking ahead, trying to make sure that these cards are, we can see all of the words. Stars left. To me, that seems to be perhaps that's either that the people who were involved in the falling out basically, did a whole Elvis has left the building, or karma kind of turned sour on one or both, or how many. It only says brother, but I did not put in brothers, so And then kin insults growth. That was kin insults. Okay, what is kin insulting? Growth. So perhaps the falling out was about one or more of you insulting someone's growth. Whether you were insulting theirs, whether they were insulting yours, I don't know. Enter, disturb, both. So, this could mean one of two things, especially with insulting growth. With this person insulting your growth, this could be that the person maybe chose to enter a physical space you were in, disturb you in some mental or physical type of way, or they were trying to enter your mind space. Perhaps this is a sibling that was trying, or a brother that was trying to brainwash you. I don't know. And disturb you mentally. This could be mentally or physically. Or both. It could be both, disturbing mentally, entering and disturbing mentally, and it could be entering and disturbing physically as well. Many grandparents. Many grandparent and search, get, show, I'm at a complete loss for. Perhaps this was happening because of a birthday or during a birthday that happened to be at a family reunion. And perhaps there might be some evidence of the situation that might, I don't know, clear someone's name or something. This one, like I said, these cards are a little different because they are directly words. There is no wondering what the meaning of this picture really truly is. These are actual words. Now, there is a secondary thing that I am noticing as well. And this secondary thing is thus. Firm, relative. Never leave birthday stars. Search, get, show. Then if we go in that vein, we've got brother, many, possibly many about the stars, the orange, it's live, cooperate, and yes, by the way, guys, some of these I actually did make sure that I actually checked the spelling on. Enter, disturb, grandparent, That one doesn't make as much sense, but then I will go for the next color up, which is left, insult, both, kin, grow, okay, so I really don't have any other answers in this read. Now, of course, these cards were always notoriously hard because it is very specific what words they're saying. And depending on how you put words together is really how they relate to each other. So, I invite you, if you feel like this is your message, if things in here seem to make sense, if those beads definitely call to you, if those beads are like, there's no way you could have got that perfectly. I know there are only 3 beads, but if you feel that, then this is probably definitely for you. And so I invite you to go ahead and play around with the words to see what that might mean. And if you feel that this read is for you, but you can't figure out what it means, hit me up on my Discord. Get a one-on-one. I will read you from any of the rest of the decks, which I am extremely used to working with. My Bell Bedlams especially, I'm extremely used to working with because they're a classic Rider White deck, which has been the deck I've used since I was 3 years old. So, if you feel like this is for you, but you're not sure what it's trying to tell you, or you feel like you need more on it because you feel like you know what it's trying to tell you, then yeah, hit me up for a read, one-on-one on my Discord, and yeah. I promise you will not at all have a problem with the pricing. I promise. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. But, of course, I hope you all are having a wonderful day and continue to do so until I see you again. And don't forget, as always, doesn't matter who you are, I love you. Take care of each other. See you guys in the next one.